Avengers Doomsday is not the next big Marvel film coming. Of course, that one is Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is now just months away. And we're heading towards it. Honestly, we already know John Bernthal's going to be in there. We know Mark Ruffalo's going to be in there. We know Sadie Sink is going to be in there. It's coming. We still don't know a lot about it, except now that we do. If you guys have been around online today, you've probably seen all over the place a bunch of reports that the description of the first trailer is now out. And according to a lot of these reports, like this one from comicbookmovie.com, it's very much like the leaked one that came out a while ago with a number of changes to it. So let's go over and actually read through the description, shall we?
Do we want to bring up the spoiler thing, or we're just going to...
No, not yet.
Oh,
we'll bring up the spoiler thing in a minute. So
right.
this is just for the television commercial.
Oh, yeah.
So this is apparently the description of what we're going to get in the upcoming trailer. Scorpion's full suit apparently is going to be revealed in it. The trailer opens with Punisher and Spider-Man. We are going to see Spider-Man fighting the Hand.
What?
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Ninjas.
Oh,
Rob's happy. And of course, that's something that we got in the first leak that came out a while ago, but still.
I just had to show my enthusiasm.
We are going to see Spider-Man fighting the Hand, and the fighting style is similar to that of Shang-Chi, is what they say in the description. Tombstone. Now, we're going to get into some spoilery stuff in a bit. We're still safe for now, but I'm just going to, and it kind of revolves around part of this. Tombstone explains the 3 life cycles of a spider. Peter gains organic webbing. Instead of webs that he makes, in a lab, he gets organic webbing. Bruce Banner and Peter Parker talk about gene mutation, which leads us into something which we'll talk about in a minute. Peter and MJ are at a party, and MJ is about to kiss another guy, so Peter quickly looks away. Peter is shown stalking MJ and Ned. There is a hallway scene with Peter and MJ talk, and MJ says, "Just your friendly neighbor." Of course, a little play on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So that's the written description. I guess some of that stuff falls in line with what we've seen in the leaked trailer. Sounds like there's a few other things added in there as well. All right. Now, I'm going to go into some things. Just so you know, I have not read the Spider-Man Brand New Day script. So, but we are going to go into some things that I've heard that I cannot verify their veracity or not. These could be totally false, all that kind of stuff. So, so just, film fan to film fan, talk about some of the stuff we've read around. And this is where we can put up the little spoiler thing, just in case, again, these might be totally false. I don't know, but just so you know. All right, so up to the part where it's talking about Tombstone talking about the life cycles of a spider and Bruce Banner and Peter talking about gene mutation. All right. What I had heard a couple of months ago, and again, this does not come from an official studio source, okay? So this could be real, might not be real. What I heard a number of months ago was that Peter's genetics themselves were kind of altered, obviously, when he got bit by the spider, because he's got the powers of the spider. In the vein of Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, we're going to see Peter mutate into a spider being, like literally mutating into a spider. Kind of like, again, The Fly in many ways.
They've done that in the comics too.
They have. So so it sounds like they might be going off of some of that. And one of the main things of this movie is them trying to race against the idea of how to prevent Peter from, mutating totally. Now, this is not going to come as a surprise to anybody, but also talking about gene mutation, the general consensus out there right now is that the discussion is over. Sadie Sink is indeed Jean Grey. And that the guy, I keep forgetting the actor's name, from Devour Festulence, from Severance.
Yes.
Tillman? Is that it? I keep forgetting his name. Anyway.
I'm sure someone in the chat knows it.
The word going around is that he is the head.
Tramell Tillman.
Tramell Tillman, that's what it is. that he is the head of the Department of Damage Control, which we just saw in Wonder Man. And that this is going to kind of be the setting up of the anti-mutant thing, because Jean Grey is kind of being hunted because she's a mutant. And again, of course, that'll go back
And
more.
Pre-Xavier school.
And
Probably.
a Xavier School of the Gifted, of young gifted students. So, again, it's just that some of the points of the description seem to back up some of those rumors that I had heard before. Again, this isn't like us talking about Avengers Doomsday where we do know or don't know whether something is or is not true. This is one of those things where I just don't know. I just read this. I heard this a while ago. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But it is interesting that it does kind of line up with what we're seeing in the description so far. I got to believe we're getting this trailer soon.
Yeah.
I got to believe we're getting this trailer soon. I mean, I'm still a little bit surprised we didn't get one at the Super Bowl, but maybe they didn't want the Spider-Man trailer to get lost in all the other stuff going
Everyone
on.
was thinking about that Mandalorian one. Who could compete?
I mean, who could compete against Mandalorian? But Disney already blew its budget on that and Hoppers, I guess. Anyway, Rob, you read the description. What are you thinking about it? Does it line up with what you've heard about things? Does it not? I don't know. Where's your head right?
I mean, to me, it sounds fun. You know, it sounds really interesting. The hook, it sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, look, you know, fighting ninjas is what I'm all about. But the underlying story about, you know, Peter, no one knows who he is. Now he's dealing with the fact that he's mutating is pretty interesting. That makes sense to why he would go seek out Banner. And also, we forget that Peter does have he is a prodigy himself. He is a scientific prodigy himself. So it'd be really interesting to see, like, if he discovers, one of the great things about the movie like The Fly is that Jeff Goldblum was a scientist and he can see and sort of document what's happening to himself. And that's going to be really interesting, is to see how Tom Holland plays off, like, oh my God, I have organic web shooters. What's happening to me? I mean, I like that idea. And that's a great thing to set up for a character, a great antagonistic. What do you do when your body is transforming? How do you handle that? So, and I like, if Sadie Sink does come in and you have the conversation, is being a mutant a bad thing? And for Spider-Man, it might very well be, you know, whereas Sadie Sink's like, this is how I was born. I don't think it's a bad thing. I like what they're setting up here. But it seems like there's a lot of disparate elements, and I don't know how they're going to bring it all together. I'm sure they know. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it sounds good to me.
We want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Mando. Hey guys, I may be married now, but I remember the whole checklist we'd all go through before a first date, right? Fresh haircut, clean car, maybe you're replaying a conversation in your head like, don't screw this up. But the one thing that is absolutely non-negotiable: deodorant. And that's why for a while now, I've been using Mando. What I love most is how confident it makes me feel knowing odor is just handled, like not masked, handled. Mando is a whole body deodorant, so you can use it anywhere. Pits, feet, thighs, wherever you need it. And yeah, that peace of mind is real. My personal favorite is the solid stick. It's super easy to use, goes on clean, and it just works all day. It's created by a doctor, and it's clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours, which is wild. Some guys try to cover odor with scent. Mando men get the job done right. Don't mask it, Mando it. You can find Mando at major retailers, but for the best deal, head to shopmando.com. For limited time, new customers get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping when you use my code Campea at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com, code Campea. Support the show and check them out. Mando's got you covered. All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? There is apparently this description out there now about the first trailer. Sounds like it's going to be pretty exciting. I'm guessing it's going to probably come out within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know that for a fact. That's just me guessing. And also, what do you think about some of those, rumors and reports that are floating around out there that we're going to see Spider-Man literally evolving into a spider, that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, which is something most of us have been speculating for a year anyway. I don't know. Whatever you guys think about this, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.